Hey guys, DC Network here, coming at you with another video. In about a month from now, Cartoon Network is going to premiere a brand new series on the channel, that being Yanu. Yanu is going to premiere on Saturday, April 5th at 9:30 a.m. on Cartoon Network, with episodes premiering the next day on Max for the entire run of the series. So expect on Sunday, April 6th, when you wake up in the morning, you'll have the newest episode of Yanu on Max to stream. Now, Yanu is a series that I was really excited about when it was first announced back in the day as a Yanu Child of Wonder, and the reason for that is because this is the first superhero action show that we've had on Cartoon Network since Ben 10 Omniverse ended all the way back in 2014. Yeah, it's been that long since we've had a predominantly action-oriented show on the channel. Yes, we've had shows like Steven Universe. Yes, we've had shows like Adventure Time, like the Powerpuff Girls reboot or the Ben 10 reboot. Those shows did have action elements within them, but we haven't had a show that's been predominantly action focused since Ben 10 Omniverse back in 2014. It's been 11 years since we've had an action show on Cartoon Network, so needless to say, this series is definitely something that is needed for the channel. I personally was really excited, like I said before, for this series when it was first announced. I'm not as interested in it as I was back then, if I'm being honest. Like, the series does look good. It does seem like it has a promising premise, which, if you guys don't know, the premise of the show reads as follows. A teenage orphan girl, Yanu, lives in Yorubaland, a magical land, and triggers her magical powers by accident, joining two other teens to discover the reality of evil in her homeland and learn about her past in the process. Like, yeah, this show sounds like it's going to be more serious. It sounds like it's going to have some sort of mystery that's being solved throughout the run of the show, given that Yanu is an orphan and she's going to learn about her past in the process of facing the evil that threatens her homeland. This show sounds like it's going to be a treat to watch. It's just that for me personally, this was a show that I had a little bit of interest in when it was first announced. It's faced numerous delays in development behind the scenes, so it's not something that I'm looking forward to all that much now that it's actually coming. Maybe at some point, if I hear good things about it, maybe I'll give it a chance, maybe I'll check out the series, but as of right now, this is a show that I think is going to be great for Cartoon Network for a multitude of reasons. Number one, it's just straight up adding variety to their lineup. We don't have any series like this currently on the channel. My Adventures with Superman and Batman Cape Crusader would have filled a similar role to this series, but both shows were moved off Cartoon Network to go to Adult Swim and Amazon Prime Video respectively, so I think Yanu is going to fill a void on Cartoon Network, a gaping hole that they've had ever since Ben 10 Omniverse ended all the way back in 2014, and I think that's just a good thing for the channel. Regardless of how popular this series becomes, having shows like this, having shows of varying genres, different tones and whatnot is good for the network. We can't survive on 5 Teen Titans Go's like they were trying to do back in the late 2010s, right? We had the Powerpuff Girls return, we had Ben 10 return, and essentially what those were trying to be were Teen Titans Go clones, but in the world of Ben 10 and the Powerpuff Girls respectively. That's not going to work. We can't have every single show that's on Cartoon Network be a comedy that's meant for little kids. There has to be shows on the channel as well that fill different genres, right? There has to be shows out there that not only appeal to that younger demographic for kids ages 6 through 10, but also appeal to older audiences, to teenage audiences, to adult audiences, and I think Yanu is going to help fill that void that's been missing from the channel for quite some time. Furthermore, Cartoon Network doesn't exactly have the most robust lineup right now. If you look at their current programs, we have We Baby Bears, Teen Titans Go, Tiny Toons University, which is a Max original series that airs reruns on Cartoon Network, The Amazing World of Gumball, which is currently not airing new episodes, but we know that new episodes are coming at some point later this year, The Heroic Quest of the Valiant Prince Ivandoe, and Total Drama Island's reboot revival series that the second season should be coming at some point this year, and then Totally Spies Season 7. Outside of that, there are no other series airing new episodes on Cartoon Network. So adding Yanu to the mix is a great starting point for them, right? That's going to be the second new series premiering this year in Yanu, and also Totally Spies Season 7, that revival premiered this year. But they need to do more than that, right? It's no secret that we need more series to premiere on the channel. We're going to have The Amazing World of Gumball return at some point this year, so that's going to be a total of 3 brand new shows or revival of old shows airing on the channel, but we need more than that, and I hope that there is more than that. I don't think there will be for this year. I think this is probably it. After Yanu, we'll have The Amazing World of Gumball return, but I don't think there's any other new series that are going to premiere this year. year. Obviously, there's the Total Drama Island Revival's second season. There's more episodes of Teen Titans Go coming, We Baby Bears, Heroic Quest of the Valiant Prince Ivanhoe, etc., etc. But I hope that this is kind of like their jumping off point, and that going into next year being 2026 is when we really start to see a lot more shows fill the lineup. Because I think that, Cartoon Network, as we all know, for the past, honestly at this point going on the past decade, they've struggled to put out one new series per year. Like, if we're lucky, we get a new show per year, but in a lot of years, it's pretty barren, to say the least, when it comes to Cartoon Network and the shows that they're premiering on the channel. This is the first time that we've had more than one show premiere on the channel in quite some time. We had Totally Spies in January. We're having Yanu in April. We're having The Amazing World of Gumball come back at some point later this year. That's 3 new shows premiering on the channel in 2025. I'm hoping that in 2026, we see a plethora of new series premiere on the channel, such as the new Adventure Time and regular show spin-off series, Go-Go Mystery Machine, amongst other shows that maybe we don't know about yet. Maybe we finally get the Powerpuff Girls revival series next year as well. And heck, maybe we even get a new Ben 10. But overall for this year, the fact that, we're not even in the second quarter yet, and we already know that there are 2 series premiering within the first half of the year, that is a good sign for the channel going forward. Of course, like I said before, I think that's going to fall off later this year. I think we're only going to see Gumball and that's it. But either way, 3 shows premiering in 2025 is a lot better than what we've had in prior years. Like I said before, we're lucky to ever see 1 series premiere per year on Cartoon Network, and this year we got 3. So while I'm not super excited for Yanu coming out next month on Cartoon Network, I think it's a series that's going to fill a huge void that's been on the channel for years, and overall, more shows coming to the channel is a good thing. We need more variety on this channel. We need more shows to be premiering new episodes consistently on the channel, and this is a good starting point for the channel. The fact that we had Totally Spies come out in January, the fact that Yanu was coming out in April, The Amazing World of Gumball is coming back at some point later this year, this is all a good thing for the channel, and hopefully they use this to start to build some momentum going forward into 2026 and beyond. Anyways, let me know down in the comment section below what you guys think about all this. What do you guys think about Yanu and the fact that it's finally going to be premiering on the channel on April 5th at 9:30 a.m. Are you excited for this series, or are you kind of indifferent to it like I am? If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to see more content like this from DC Network. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.